Good morning, class. So today we'll start with chapter number 2, relations and functions. So till now what we have done chapter number 1, relations. Sorry, sets. Clear? So in sets what we have studied? We have studied Vanisha, be on time. Clear? So in sets what we have studied till now? Set is a ordered, set is what? A group of things which are related to each other in some way or the other and they should be universal. This we have studied. Now for any relation to exist, you must know the meaning of relation. Clear? So relation is what? For any relation to exist, we need two people. Like even we are having a relation, a student-teacher relation. You are having a relation with your um, mother-son relation. Same way, you are having you people are having a number of relations with different types of people. So for any relation to exist, we need at least two persons. Clear? So just see what we are having. Sets and relations are interconnected with each other. Sets and relations are interconnected. In mathematics, what we do, we are talking about relation in mathematics. In mathematics, we will talk about relations in sets. Clear? Relation between two sets. Now we have studied a set contains what? Number of elements. If we are having two sets, they will contain different elements. Set A will contain some elements, set B will contain some different elements. Now, for a relation to exist between two sets, for that you should know first of all the Cartesian product of two sets. You should know the Cartesian product of the sets. Clear? Then only you will be able to understand what is the relation and how the relation can be specified. So for that, first of all, come to the topic Cartesian product. Come to the topic Cartesian product. Clear? Just see. This is your Cartesian product of set. Just see. The Cartesian product of set is defined. Cartesian product of set. If you are having two sets, A and B, so the product of two sets is called the Cartesian product. Suppose now what does it mean? How we write A into B? A into B is written as AB. A into B is written as AB. The ordered pair AB, where A belongs to set A and B belongs to set B. Yeah. So A. Suppose I'll give you an example. We are having set A. Wait a minute. We are having set A containing elements 1, 2. And set B, we are having elements A, comma B. Clear? We are having these two sets, A and B. Now, what is A into B? A into B will be equal to what? What it is written, just see an ordered pair, A into B. Now, we are having two sets. So, we will not have one element. We will have ordered pairs, one from set A, one from set B. We'll have one element from set A and the other element will be from set B, just like this. We'll have the ordered pairs AB. Now, again, we always denote the set inside the curly bracket. So, this is a curly bracket. So, inside this, we will write ordered pairs. What is the element of A? 1. 1 is related to 1A. Then 1 is again related to B, 1B. This is closed your bracket, 2A. And then 2B. Clear? And then close the curly bracket. So this shows what? This shows what? These are the ordered pairs. Now just see, 1 belongs to A. The first element, just see everywhere. Here we are having 1, here we are having 1, here we are having 2, here we are having 2. So just see, the first element always belong to set A and the second element AB, they belongs to what? Set B. So always when we are having the Cartesian product A into B, what it will give you? It will relate 1 with A, 1 with B, 2 with A, 2 with B. Clear? One more way is there to define it. Like if you are having a set A, set B. It is having elements, I told you 1, 2, it is having elements A, B. Now how we can relate? 1 is related to A, 1 is related to B. Clear? 2 is related to A, 2 is related to B. So how many types of relations we are having? 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B. Clear? 1 is related to A, 1 is related to B, 2 is related to A, 2 is related to B. This way also we can specify. So always just see, the main thing what we are having is The main thing which we are having is what? We are having the Cartesian product where the ordered pair, this is called the ordered pair. What is called the ordered pair? Like we were having elements 1a, 1b, 2a, 2b. These are called the ordered pairs. This is a into b. This is a into b. If I am having the set a is equal to 1, 2 and b is equal to ab. If I am having the set a is equal to 1, 2 and b is equal to AB. Now just see what we were having. We are having the ordered pairs. We are having the ordered pairs AB where A belongs to set A and B belongs to set B. So the first A is what? This A is the first element. First element will belong to set A and the second element will belong to set B. Now same way we will do one more question. Just see if we are having set A is equal to A1, A2, A3, A4. Set A will have the elements A1, A2, A3, A4 and set B is having the elements B1, B2. So the Cartesian product of A into B will have the ordered pairs. What ordered pairs it will have? Just see. We are having A1, A2, sorry. It's difficult to write actually on this. So just see here only we are having A1, A2, A3, A4 in set A and B1, B2 in set B. Now the Cartesian product will be what? This first element A1 will be related to all the B1 also, B2 also. Just see A1 is related to B1, A1 is related to B2. Clear? Then again same way A2, second element A2 will be related to both of them, A2 B1, then A2 B2. Same way the third element A3 will be related to both A3 B1 and then A3 B2. Fourth element again will be related to both A4 B1 and A4 B2. This is called the Cartesian product. This way you do the Cartesian product. Is this clear everyone? Is this clear? Then come to, again we will take one more example. Just see if we are having X is a set containing element ABC. X is a set containing element ABC and Y is containing elements 1, 2, 3. So just see X is a set containing element A, B, C and Y is a set containing elements 1, 2, 3. Clear? This is your set X, this is your set Y. So when we have a relation from X into Y, so we always write X first and Y second. Clear? So elements of X will always come first. In the ordered pairs also, what all elements will come? A1, A is related to 1, A is related to 2 also, A is related to 3. Same way, B is related to 1, B is related to 2, B is related to 3. Same way, C with 1, C with 2, C with 3. These all ordered pairs will come. Now we just see if we are having 3 elements in X and 3 elements in Y. So total number of ordered pairs will get what? Total number of ordered pairs will be 3 into 3. That is 9 ordered pairs we will get in X into Y. In X into Y we will get 9 ordered pairs. Clear? So if we are having m elements in X and n elements in Y, so the total number of ordered pairs we'll get is m into n. Clear? Just see here we are having 8 ordered pairs. Just see 3 and 3, sorry. This set has 8 orders. We also represent it as in the tabular form 3, 6, 9. It is written wrong, beta. It is not 8, it will be 9. This set has 9 ordered pairs. Instead of 8, we will have 9. I told you if you are having elements 3 here, 3 here, so we'll have 9 ordered pairs, not 8 ordered pairs. Clear? The next is no 2 ordered pairs X and Y are equal if and only if the corresponding first and second elements are. Now what they are saying, if I write this way, if 2 ordered pairs are equal, if I write this way, AB is equal to 1, 2. This is an ordered pair, this is an ordered pair. If I write this way, AB is equal to 1, 2, then what we can say, A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 2. If I say this, that 2 ordered pairs are equal, if any 2 ordered pairs are equal, these are called the ordered pairs. Ordered pairs means this A is the element of first set and B is the element of second set. Here also we are having 1 is the element of set A and B, 2 is the element of set B. Clear? So if we are having 2 ordered pairs as same, that means what? Then we can say A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 2 in this case. Clear? Then come to the next thing, relations. Now I told you what are relations. What are relations? For any relation to exist, we need two persons. Same way, for a relation to exist in sets, we need at least two sets. If we have to specify a relation, we need two sets. There is some relation between two sets. Clear? Suppose we are having a set containing elements, the names of your class students. Suppose we are having what? We are having a set containing set A containing elements. Set A is containing elements what? Set A is containing the elements, the names of the students of your class. Clear? Then set B. Set B contains the height of the students of your class. Clear? Now, what is the relation? Relation is what? A is related to B means what? Set A is related to set B in some way or the other. Otherwise, we will have all the relations like if we are having, suppose we are having two students, Aman and Amisha, and their heights are 150 and 180 centimeter. Clear? Then what we will do? Aman 150, Aman 180, Amisha 150, Amisha 180. But this is not a relation. This is what? This is the Cartesian product of the two sets, A and B. This is the Cartesian. I can't take all the 54 names and 54 heights. So just we are taking two names. Suppose in a class we are having two students, Aman and Amisha. Their heights are 150 and 180. So set A contains the names of students, Aman, Amisha. Set B contains the height of these two students. So their Cartesian product will be what? Aman 150, Aman comma 150, one ordered pair, Aman comma 180, another ordered pair, then Amisha comma 150, third pair, and Amisha comma 180, fourth pair. So we'll have four ordered pairs. Like A is having two elements, B is having two elements. So the total number of ordered pairs will be 2 into 2, 4. Clear? 4 ordered pairs will get. Now the relation, what is the relation? Relation is what? Obviously, height of a particular student. Height of a particular student is a relation, no? So in that particular relation, what will come? Aman 180, Amisha 150. Because the height of Aman is 180 centimeter and height of Amisha is 150. Now just see the relation is not having all the elements of the Cartesian product. Relation is having only a few elements, a few ordered pairs. Relation is having only a few ordered pairs. It can have all also. It depends upon the relation. It depends upon the relation that how many ordered pairs it will have. So basically a relation is a subset of the Cartesian product. Clear? One more thing I will tell you. Wait a minute. Just see definition of relation. A relation is a subset of the Cartesian product. Now you must have got it. Otherwise you would not have understood it. So relation is a subset of the Cartesian product. You have seen like we were having two students, Aman, Amisha, their heights are 150, 180. So how many ordered pairs will get? We'll get four ordered pairs. We'll get four ordered pairs. But just see the relation is what? Height of a particular student. Then in this relation we'll have only two ordered pairs because the correct one only will come. Like Aman is, suppose we are having, I'm writing only Aman, Amisha I am writing AM. Clear? Sorry, it's difficult. Here we are having Aman, Amisha, AM I have written for Amisha. Just see, now we are having 150 and 180. Clear? Now Aman is what? 180, Amisha is 150. This is your relation, and we specify it by an arrow also. That Aman is related with 180 centimeter height, Amisha is related with 150 centimeter height. Now just see, we are having in this, if we are specifying a relation, relation is being specified, then relation is what? Is having only two ordered pairs instead of total four ordered pairs. So relation is always a subset of, relation is always a subset of the Cartesian product of the two sets, because in that two Cartesian product of two sets we were having four ordered pairs. Now we are having only two ordered pairs. Clear? So this you note it down. It is very important that a relation is the subset of the Cartesian product of x and y, wherein x and y are two non-empty sets. This is also important. X and y should be two non-empty sets. Clear? If we are having two sets A and B, suppose then A is a null set and B is having some elements 1, 2. Then what will be A into B? Anyone who can tell, come to the chat box and let me know. What will be A into B? What will be A into B? Yes, anyone? What will be A into B? Anyone? A is null set. Just see, A is a null set and B is having elements 1, 2. Now if we multiply A by B, are we getting any ordered pair? We will not get any ordered pair. We will not get any ordered pair. Why we will not get any ordered pair? Because in A we are having no elements. In A we are having no elements. In B we are having elements. So the ordered pairs will be what? Blank and 1, blank and 2, blank and clear. So this is not an ordered pair, blank and 1, blank and 2, clear. So we will have A into B again as a null set. A into B will also be a null set, clear. Same way, if you are having A as an infinite set, any one set, A is what? Infinite set, and B is some finite set. A is an infinite set, B is a finite set. Then also A into B will be what? Again, A into B will be infinite set. A into B will be what? Infinite set. Clear? Is it clear? The next one, what you're having is, just see, the set of all primary elements. This is important. Set of all primary elements of ordered pairs is called the domain. Clear? So what domain we are having? This A is coming in domain A, first element, B is domain, C is domain, and what are the codomain or the range? This 2, 1, 2, 3 is what? The codomain or the range. Here the codomain and the range is the same. Otherwise, in some cases, we are having codomain different and range different. I'll explain you what is the difference between codomain and range. We'll take an example, then I will explain you. Clear? So basically what we are saying, the first set, like if we are having x into y, if we are having x into y, we are having the Cartesian product. So the elements of x, are called the domain, and the elements of y are called the codomain. Please be careful and listen carefully. The elements of x are called the domain, and the elements of y are called the codomain. Clear? Now, what is the difference between codomain and range? Range is what? The elements of y. Range is again the elements of, range is a subset of codomain. Range is a subset of codomain. Subset means what? It can be equal to also. Range can be equal to codomain, or range is a subset of codomain. Now, what does it mean? Suppose if we are having elements 1, 2, 3. I'll give you an example, then it will be more clear to you. We are having one example. Just see. Wait a minute. Just see this example. We are having, I told you, this is set A, this is set B. This is set A, this is set B. Is it clear? Now just see, in set A and set B, we are having, in set A, we are having elements 1, 2, 5, 7. And in set B, we are having elements A, C, M, N. Now this is called the codomain, and this is called the domain. The elements 1, 2, 5, 7 are called the domain, and the elements A, C, M, N are called the codomain. Now what will be the range? Range will be equal to what? A, C, comma, M. Sorry, N. Wait a minute. This will be your domain, this will be your codomain, and your range. Range will be what? Range will be equal to elements A, C, and N. Now see, what is the difference? Just see, one is related to C, 2 is related to N, 5 is related to A, and 7 is related again to M. This M element is not related to any element of set A. M element, this M is not related, this M is not related to any of the elements of set A. So this will come in the codomain. This M is a element in the codomain, but M will not come in the range. So all the elements which are related to some or other elements of set A are range. So range is what? A part of codomain. Range is always a part of codomain, or it can be equal to also. It can be equal to also in some cases. Clear? But if any element is left behind, that also will come in codomain, but it will not come in the range. I think so. It must be clear to you. Then the Cartesian product. What is the Cartesian product? That is the important thing. I told you what is it. Then also we'll take some examples so that it will be more clear to you. Clear? Now here also you can see they have written in the earlier example what we have taken. Just see, 1, 2, 5, 7 represents the domain, and ACN represent the range. Now you can see M is not coming. M is not coming here. Clear? If we add M also, then it will become what? It will become codomain instead of the range. Clear? The next one is your Cartesian product. That is the important thing, because all the relations I told you are the subset of the Cartesian product of the set. So Cartesian product should be very clear to you. Suppose this is the definition. If you want to write it down, you can write it down. Cartesian, suppose there are two non-empty sets. Again, I'm writing there. The set should be non-empty. If one set will be empty, then the Cartesian product will not be possible. Then we will get the Cartesian product as an empty set. So if we are having two non-empty sets, so the Cartesian product of A and B will be the set of ordered pairs of elements of A and B. Now just see, A into B will give you AB, an ordered pair where A belongs to set A and B belongs to set B. So you will get all the ordered pairs AB where A belongs to set A and B belongs to set B. Yes, Vanisha, what happened? Come to the chat box and ask what you want to ask. Come to the chat box, Vanisha. Why is M not range? Tanishq Malik is asking, why is M not range? M is not a range. Why? Because M is not a part of range. Why? Because, please keep this thing in mind, because M is not related to any element of set A. M is an element of set B, but this element is not related to any elements of set B. I told you with the lines they have specified the relation. One is related to something, 2 is related to some other alphabet, 3 is related, sorry, 5 and 7 are related to some other alphabets. But M is not related to any elements of set A, Tanishq. That's why it is not a range. Clear? Many are asking why M is not. Tanishq Malik, is it clear? Now Manish Kumar is asking because it is not having any relation. Very good. Very nice, Manish. Anyone having any problem? Vanisha, you were asking wanted to ask something. Please ask. You raised your hand. Is there any problem? No. Okay. Then just see the Cartesian product, which I told you is very important. Cartesian product is very important. Suppose we are having, again we are taking an example, set A containing elements A1, A2, A3, A4. Clear? And set B is containing elements B1, B2. A1, A2, A3, A4 in set A and B1, B2 in set B. Now A into B will be what? A1 will be related to B1 also, A1 will be related to B2 also. A1, B1, A1, B2. Then A2 will be related to both. A2, B1, A2, B2. Then A3 will be related to both B1 and B2. A3, B1, A3, B2. Then A4 will be related to both A4, B2 and A4, B1. Where it is A4, B2 likha hua hai, A4, B1 is missing. Please write down A4. Here we will have A4, comma B1 also. Clear? Is it clear? So the Cartesian product basically, just see, A is having how many elements? 4 elements. B is having how many elements? 2 elements. So A into B will have how many ordered pairs? A into B will have 4 into 2, 8 ordered pairs. Just see how many ordered pairs we are having. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, A4, B1 is here. Sorry. It is written already here, A4, B1. So we'll not write here. A4, B1 is there, A4, B2 is here. So you can write in any form. How they have written? A1 to A1, A2, A3, A4 all related to B1, A1, B1, A2, B1, A3, B1, A4, B1. Then again A1 related to B2, A2 related to B2. So all the ordered pairs will come of set A and set B. Clear? Is it clear? Then another example we will take, Cartesian product of X and Y. X is a set containing element ABC, Y is a set containing elements 1, 2, 3. So what all will be coming? What all will be coming? A1, A will be related to 1, A will be related to 2, A2, A3, then B, B1, B2, B3, then C1, C2, C3. These all ordered pairs will come. Again, just see X is having 3 elements, Y is again having 3 elements. So X into Y will have how many ordered pairs? 9 ordered pairs. Here we used to say ABC are elements. Here we say 9 ordered pairs. Instead of elements, we say 9 OP. OP is what? Ordered pairs. Is it clear? So again here written wrong, it is 9 ordered pairs. We can also represent it in tabular form. Now 2 ordered pairs are said to be equal. This also I explained you. 2 ordered pairs, just see, 2 ordered pairs of X and Y are equal if and only if their corresponding first and second elements are equal. Suppose if we are having an ordered pair AB which is equal to symbol should be there, then only it is possible. Equal to 1, 2 I explained you earlier also. So the corresponding first element should be equal. When these two ordered pairs are equal, that means what? A should be equal to 1. The first element should be equal to the first element. The second element should be equal to the second element. From here we can say A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 2. Then only it is possible. If they are equal, every time it is not specified that two ordered pairs are equal. If it is specified, again I'm telling you, if it is specified that two ordered pairs are equal, then only we can say this. Otherwise, not. Clear? Then come to the next thing, relation. If you want to write down the definition of relation, you can write it down. A relation R is a subset of the Cartesian product of x and y, where x and y are two non-empty sets. This is again an important thing, that x and y should be non-empty, then only the relation is possible. It is derived by starting relation between the first element and the second element of the ordered pairs. Please mute yourself, Tanishq Malik, and others also. Don't unmute yourself. The set of primary elements of ordered pairs is called domain. This I told you. The set of primary means the first elements are called the domain and the second elements are called the codomain or the range. It depends. Clear? Now just see if we are having two sets ABC. So this ABC is what? Domain, and this apple ball cat will be what? Codomain. Apple ball cat will be what? Codomain. So the first elements, if we will have the ordered pairs, what all ordered pairs we will have? Now you let me know what will be the ordered pairs. What will be the ordered pairs? Just see A apple, A ball, A cat, B apple, B ball, B cat, C apple, C ball, C cat. Clear? Is it clear? Now next is, come to the next thing. If we are having just see the relation, if we are having, just see this one, if x is, let x is equal to AB and y is equal to CD. X is equal to AB and y is equal to CD. Find the number of relations from x to y. I told you number of relations are what? Subset of it. I told you earlier only number of relations are what? Subset. How many total ordered pairs we will have in x and y? It is having two elements. It is having two elements. So total number of elements in x and y will be 4. 2 into 2, 4. Just see A, C, A, D, B, C, B, D. These will be the 4 elements. Now the total number of subsets. Now you just see that if we are having into x into y will have 4. X into y will have 4 ordered pairs. So the total number of relations possible will be equal to 2 to the power of number of ordered pairs. 2 to the power of 4, that is equal to 16. So 16 relations can be possible. 16 different types of relations can be possible. Because relation is what? Again, a subset of x into y. Clear? Now some important things are there to note it down. Just see. If A is a null set, I told you earlier, B is a null set, then A into B will again be a null set. I explained you why. Because we will not get any ordered pairs. Clear? We will not get any ordered pairs. A into B is not equal to B into A. Obviously, A into B is not equal to B into A. I'll give you an example. Just see if A is a set containing elements AB and B is a set containing element 1, 2. So A into B will have what all elements? A into B will have ordered pairs A1, A2, B1, B2. A1, A2, B1, B2. This is A into B. Now what will be B into A? Just see B into A. B into A means first element will be of B. First element will be of B. So what we will have? 1A. I don't have the space to write 1B and then 2A, 2B. Clear? I don't have the space, so this must be clear to you. Now, if you see A into B and B into A, the first element is A1. Here we are having 1A. Now, the domain and range has been changed. Here, domain is what? A and codomain is 1. Here, we are having domain as 1 and range is A. Now, things are changed. So, A into B is never equal to B into A. So, what we can say, A into B is never equal to B into A, because the elements will change. The ordered pairs will change. If we are having in first, we are having 1A, 1 comma A, another will we have A comma 1. So elements are not the same. Is it clear? So A into B is not equal to B into A generally. And then second is NA is M. Na means what? Number of elements in set A is m and number of elements in set B is n. Then Na into B, number of elements in A into B will be mn, m into n. B into A, again mn. Clear? If one of the set is infinite, obviously, if one of the set is having infinite elements, then the set A into B will again have infinite elements. Clear? Then next point is, wait a minute. Next point is, if a relation, at least one of A and B is infinite, that I told you. A relation R from non-empty set A to non-empty set B is a subset of the Cartesian product. This I already told you. So the total number of relations possible will be equal to what? 2 to the power of, total number of relations possible will be 2 to the power of number of elements of ordered pairs of A into B. Suppose A into B will have the ordered pairs m into n. Suppose m is the element, m are the elements of set A and n are the elements of set B. So total number of subsets possible, number of relations possible will be 2 to the power of m into n. Clear? This must be clear to you all. If you have any problem, you can ask. Come to the chat box and ask if you have any problem. Ma'am, I am muted from starting. Okay, thank you, Vida. Any problem, anyone? Is there any problem, anyone? Please ask. Is there any problem to anyone? Please come to the chat box. Okay, Tanishq, I have seen that. Any problem anyone is having, then please ask. Is there a... No, Vanisha Mittal, no problem. Very good. Actually, it's time, your next class is going to start. So it's better we should leave. If there is any, no problem, Krish Gupta, very good. Okay, I understood that there is no problem. Thank you, class. We'll do it tomorrow now. Okay, thank you.